Good morning, everybody. It's Doc Green, the Road Scholar. This is the 8/19/20 Dispatch Start Lease program. The reason I do these by dates is because I let you know the date I started, and I continue with that date through several parts, so you can see my dispatch, when I pick up, when I fuel, when I deliver, and then I'll show you my settlement on my Facebook page at Road Scholar Trucking on Facebook when the settlement comes in. Now, to let you know a few things about Dart Lease, so I can get this out of the way, because I realize a lot of people are just tuning into this station to find out information about the lease program. Um, they have different trucks available for the lease program. You must have at least 6 months experience. Um, Actually, I think that's for the lease program. You may have to have 2 years. I'll get back on that with you. I have over all of that when I started my lease. Anyway, you get different plans you can choose from. You can get an older truck that you can pay off in a year or two, about 2 years or a year even. But they're very, very old and very, very used trucks. Some people like that because they can get it paid for quicker and get on to making more money. My truck, for instance, is one of the newer trucks. It was a 2017 or yeah, and it costs $75 a day. Some of the older trucks cost less, and you can pay them off quicker. Um, but I chose this one. I will say this: here's what Dart does do to help you out. Your first two payments are free. They don't you don't get charged for the first 2 weeks you're out here, so you get to run a good 2 weeks. Um, they also give you a free tank of fuel. Gotta love that. It's a great way to get started. So you're already off to making about, I think my first 2 weeks I cleared about anywhere between $5,000 and $6,000 that I kept in the bank, um, because I know things are going to come up. But anyway, then they start taking your payments out each day. A lot of people get worried on the lease programs because they know when they take time off, you're still being charged for those days off and everything. However, you're not being charged for the fuel. So the days I don't work, I pay about $100 for the lease the days that I'm off. So I take about a week off when I do take time off, and it takes me about 4 days when I come back to get back in the black. With some companies I've seen and been with and everything, it's taken up to 2 weeks. You're in the middle of your second week before you start seeing a paycheck, and then you go home a couple of weeks later, and so you only make about 2 weeks worth of paychecks, and of course you're going broke, and people just don't understand why. Be honest with you, if you're going to do a lease program, you got to stay out here more than 3 weeks at a time. I mean, you have to. You should stay out at least 4 weeks at a time just to make decent money. Um, I stay out longer because I choose to. But anyway, just to let y'all know that's how the lease program breaks down. At the end of the lease program, I got to buy out. Um, it's kind of expensive, and I know I don't like balloon payments at the end. However, with Dart, I don't see there's going to be any problem making my payment at the end. I'm making good money here. But anyway, on today's dispatch, my load is going for 1,225 miles, and I'll be doing an empty for 50 miles to go pick up my load. It's going from Fostoria, Ohio, down to Sealy, Texas. I should be there day after tomorrow, to get to finish up my load. So that's where I stand at right now. And I'm getting ready to head on over here to Fostoria, pick up my load. When I get there, I'll make another video and I'll post it up. And then you can see where I'm loading out and everything. And then I'll be on my way. I like to do these videos as I go, so people that are watching and following me for a little while, because, a lot of people I'll say this in a lot of my videos, and I'm going to keep saying it. A lot of people put BS out here. They get mad at the company over something or whatever, and then they hate the company. Um, and they can start having problems, and then when you go back and track it, you realize, oh man, they're taking this time off and that time, but they're not going to tell you that stuff. They're going to make everything seem like the company's fault. That's the reason I do my videos as I'm running, so you can see. That way, if I ever get upset with Dart, and it's not something that's going on a prolonged time period, y'all can go back and look at the videos and go, but wait a minute, Doc, you were doing great here, and here until you did this, and that's what caused that. Or Dart started doing this, and that's what caused the problem. So this way, you can follow along and see, is it, that am I just having a bad day, or some of the other drivers just having a bad day, or they just getting upset and they're not getting over it, whatever. But I like doing mine as I run so that you can see the progress or the regression that the company is doing or I'm doing, and you can make your own judgment calls from there. So far, I'll be honest with you, I have not had any problems with Dart. I have looked because I'm used to companies trying to screw me over some way or another. Usually it's over fuel, or sometimes it'll be over dispatches, or I'm sitting around too long. Some of you heard me talk bad about US Express, the only company I really talked bad about. I had issues with a couple of other companies, but we got them corrected and I got paid correctly and everything. Is just that the stress and everything wore me out. This company, I've had no stress with. I'll be honest, I haven't. They keep me running. They keep me pre-planned. The only time I don't get a pre-plan is whenever I'm not sure what time I'm going to be available for my next run, and I let my fleet manager know. Look, I'll let you know when I'm done with my run, so I can get dispatched. But I don't want to. I don't want to put the company in a position of giving me a dispatch that I can't cover. So, and I don't want to put myself in a position of getting a dispatch I can't deliver on time because then it makes me look bad. So that's me working with my fleet manager, and my fleet manager is awesome. So far I've had no late deliveries in the 4 months I've been here, and I have been doing pretty good on my money. Um, Went on a little vacation when I got home for a week, came back again. I showed that on the video from the 814 or 8 something. Anyway, you can go back and check my past ones, and I showed that I got back to work, and within 3 trips I was back making money again. Now this week, I started off. I showed y'all because we take a 34-hour break. I got to make up that day and half the next day, and then fuel and everything. So I showed y'all that my first 2 checks so far or my first 2 checks or settlements after I came back. Let me see. I went down there, did that one, did that one. Has showed me negative. This last one I just did should throw me in the positive, and I'll show you that settlement as soon as it comes in. And now from here through the rest of the week till my 70 hours is up, I'm back in the black, except for paying for fuel in my lease. But I mean, I'm making money each one. So at the end of the week, at the end of my 70 hours, I'll be able to come back on here and show y'all how much money I made each day and how I caught back up and where I end up at. That's just so that y'all can get an idea of how well we run or how bad we run, whatever your opinion is of it. But I'm going to show you straight facts. So that's the reason I do so many videos. Anyway, I'm going to let this one go because I'm already at 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes. So I'll let back on here as soon as I pick up my load. Have a good one.